Today we're going to look at the importance of the audience in writing. We're going to look at how written communication happens. Writing is not accidental, spontaneous, or something you just sit down and do. In fact, at its most effective, writing is thoughtful, carefully crafted, well planned, the result of a process, and telepathy, of course, if you're Stephen King. But how does it work, and how do we do it? Let's look closer. Writing as telepathy. Writing can be compared to telepathy because it is the communication of an idea from one mind to another without any direct interaction between the two parties. So, you come up with an idea. Then you write your idea down in a carefully thought out way. Your audience reads your idea. And now they have the same idea in their minds. But it doesn't happen quite so simply. Authors have to think a lot about their audiences. As an author, there are many things to consider about an audience. Icon will help you to remember what to consider. I for identity. Who is your audience anyway? What are their positions relative to you? Is the person an employee, a superior, or a peer? How well do you know them? Are you on a first-name basis in most communications? Or is this a first-time contact? Do you know anything about what approach they respond best to? Numerical evidence, moral argument, a highly charged appeal to their emotions, or a focus on the perception of others? K. Knowledge. What level of expertise does your audience have with the information? What do they already know about the topic? What information would be inefficient to mention to them? What explanations would be insulting to them? Or what might they already know but needs to be restated for the purpose of your argument? What do you need to tell them? What information do they need to know? What concepts need to be explained in more depth? How familiar are they with the terms? What words will you need to define for them? How much technical language should you include? Or what is the technical language inappropriate? O. Opinion. What perspective does your audience have about your topic or purpose? How do they feel about your perspective? Will they agree right away with you? Or will they disagree with your ideas until you can convince them? What specific ideas are they definitely going to disagree with? How can you overcome these objections? What specific ideas do you think they will be on board with? How can you use these to leverage their agreement on the rest of the ideas? And how hostile will they be towards your suggestions? How can you swing them over to your side? Finally, N. Nuance. Little things can make a big difference. What kind of tone does your audience expect from you? Confident but not pushy, commanding and powerful, mutually respectful, or some combination? Are buzzwords appropriate? If so, which ones? How can you use them? Can you identify any keywords that your audience will want to see? Can you use these to key in your audience's existing perspective? How does your audience expect you to establish your authority? Is it assumed that you are an expert? Will you have to prove yourself? And what methods of developing authority will your audience appreciate? Together, these give you a big picture of what kind of considerations go into identifying your audience, and that will help you control your writing when you put it all together. That is how written communication happens.